This is Lola Lee Tea.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So this was Karlissa's third live today. She was crashing out on live, calling out Chrisean and Chrisean fans, wondering why people are saying that Chrisean is a clout. Karlissa questions if Chrisean was just homeless. How did she have the clout? She said clout does not pay the bills. She called out the things that Chrisean said in the past that were not true. And she believes if those things were lies, how can we now believe anything that she says? She gives the example of being told her grandson was walking and talking. And now she's saying, and now all of a sudden he's in physical therapy. She seemingly said it's all been a fraud. She said she's been lied to all this time. And she questions what has Clout done for Chrisean. So Karlissa declared that she is going to be the person to hold Chrisean accountable because her fan base refuses to do so. We have to remember that a lot of the stuff that Karlissa has been getting, it's from the internet and also from some of Chrisean's family members. She said she tried to hold Blueface accountable, but Chrisean doesn't want him around her baby. And somebody in her chat said, what can they do to help? So guys, check this out.
I just want to know why you guys keep saying anybody is using her for clout. If she just said she was homeless this whole time, and in her situation this whole time, what the is her clout going to do for anyone else? I just really, I don't understand how you guys just say that don't make sense. If her fan base left and she was homeless and she the clout, what the would anybody want that for if that's what you gonna get out of it? What does the clout want to do? Now she been saying she been having the clout this whole time. Y'all been saying she had a clout this whole time. Then why the was she just homeless? If the clout matters, why clout is not getting ready to pay nobody's bills? Y'all do realize that we don't make a goddamn dollar on Instagram. Maybe they do, but I don't. That say like $95. I don't even know what it's for. Please make me understand how the clout is fixing to do anything for anyone if it ain't done for her. I'm so sick of the y'all say, like, come on. I'm gonna get some clout from addressing an issue that I'm just a human being and I have an opinion, whether I'm the grandmother or not. As a woman who loves children, I see them in a grocery store. I love children. I'm like Michael Jackson when it comes to children. I just love children. Why on earth would I not address my opinion on anything, especially if it's from somebody that I know? Y'all said she got a penthouse. She got acres of land. All this clout is buying her acres of land, buying her a house. Her baby walking, he talking, he jumping, he shooting basketball, playing football. Y'all said all this. Now y'all want me to believe something that y'all say? I will never believe any of you for any reason. You send me those DMs and, oh, he walking. You send me all this bull. Oh, he doing this, he doing that. And then the next thing you know, we in physical therapy and now we're addressing a whole new issue. This is why I don't pay nothing, no attention. This is why I block y'all all day. I block y'all when y'all send me them bullshit updates because I know it's fraud. Y'all like to report a lot of fraud and then blame somebody else. Oh, you want the clout for what? What's the clout got her? What has y'all clout did for her? I'm gonna wait. What has the clout? How you gonna say mind your business and you on my live? Be gone. How does the clout help if it ain't help her? I want to know so I can start trying to get some of this clout. So let us know what the clout do. Cause baby, the clout should have had her in Indonesia somewhere doing what she got to do. This ain't the right type of clout, as far as I'm concerned. Y'all just sending Fisher Price when we need some of that. I'm glad that she's up. I'm grateful that she's up. I hope she stays up. But I'm just trying to figure out what the clout thing is that y'all keep talking about. That it's not She got to go and fight in a boxing ring. That's what the Clout do? Let me know. I'm trying to figure out what the Clout, y'all keep saying the Clout. What do the Clout do? Because y'all got the baby strung up like a goddamn Piñata with a goddamn treadmill. Talking about the Clout. I can't take y'all seriously no more. It's diabolical. I've never said anything, but it's not my grandchild. But if that's what you want to say, that's fine. But it ain't your grandchild, and here you are on my live. Did we ask you to come up over here? Did we summons you? No, we didn't. It ain't your grandchild either. But here you are, voicing your opinion. We don't give up about you drunk opinions no more, okay? We're not taking nothing y'all say seriously and no more. Y'all lied and tricked us and told us that the baby was walking and eating and talking, doing all this shit. Y'all try to trick us. We not going for that shit no more, okay? All them fake DMs y'all been sending me, y'all been lying to me this whole goddamn time. No, ma'am, we will not be taking y'all advice no more. We don't care whose baby it is. This could be Santa Claus's baby. We still gonna feel the way we feel, okay? This could be Santa Claus's baby. We not gonna still, even if it's Santa Claus baby, we ain't about to be happy about the goddamn Piñata setup, okay? He deserves better than that. His situation is not his fault. He deserves the top of the line, the best they have to offer. And I don't give up about no goddamn Piñata setup. I don't give up whose baby it is. You see something, say something. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all believe anything. They just sending me, oh, he doing this, oh, he doing that, oh, this, oh, that. I don't be believing y'all. I just ignore y'all. Got the baby strung up like a goddamn Piñata. Talking about this the therapy we doing. Out of here, man. He deserves the best. He been through a lot. It ain't his fault. And don't get on here talking about, well, hold Blue accountable, because we saw him the first day out of jail when I told him, no. He wanted to help the baby on the first day out of jail. He was refused to help, so he walked away. That's what it is. We can't make him help. If he tried, he refused. And her showing up on his show without the baby tells us he's not the problem. Out of here. Let's get back to the Piñata setup. I get on here in hopes that she'll listen to my voice and not your voice. That's why. Because you will get on this and tell the whole world that you drink and smoke while pregnant and your child came out normal. That's why I get on here. In hopes that she listens to me and not y'all. Because it's obvious. Look, she got 4 million followers, and look how many of you is just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Talking about the goddamn Clout. Y'all done sent the Fisher Price up over there. Talking about got the baby strung up like a goddamn Piñata. Talking about this the goddamn physical therapy. Now at first when I seen it, I was like, okay, cool. She trying to do something. But then when I turned the volume on and they said this is the physical therapy, I said, oh hell no, it ain't. I know this ain't the physical therapy that them white people told you to do. We got to fix his foot before we start trying to make him walk. Now, I posted a whole bunch of kids going through physical therapy, and did you see any of their foots? Them kids was 2-3 years old that I posted on my page, getting real physical therapy, walking with actual machines. Now, I know they don't give you on Medi-Cal, they don't give you the good, but that's when you supposed to put a couple dollars with it and get that good. Okay, and I know damn well they ain't told her to string that baby up like on no goddamn Piñata. I know damn well they ain't told her to string him up like that and hop on no treadmill. That look dangerous as hell. And you dizzy. I can't even. I'ma criticize that till she get it right, because she did this. You goddamn right. Now what? Every time I see a baby strung up like he on a goddamn Piñata with the fake treadmill standing there, I'ma say something. You goddamn right. It'd be different if this was just how he came out on the earth. No, you gotta make up for that. We gonna make up for what's going on with him. I need to see you on the tumbling mat, stretching him out every goddamn hour of the day. Making up, trying to make up for this. I don't want to see no hugs and kisses all day. I want to see you stretching them legs out. I want to see you at the goddamn doctor's office getting them braces put on. I'm not taking the bare minimum no more. Out of here. And y'all can go to Twitter. I done blocked almost 2,000 of you just today. Yes, I did. And you won't be getting unblocked. Because there's no purpose for you. None whatsoever. Getting over here getting mad at me like I was the one out over here drinking and smoking. No, we gonna get above average. Okay, we gonna get above average. Just for you trying to tell me how it's supposed to be done. I'm out here running all around for these grandkids, this meeting to that meeting, to that meeting to this meeting, getting the work permits, getting this. This is gonna show us something. She gonna show us what she doing. You talking about? It ain't none of our business. We watched it. We gonna watch her fix it. Now, how about that? We gonna watch her fix this to the best of her ability. And y'all know damn well if y'all was even affiliated or it might have been your grandchild or it is your grandchild, you wouldn't want to see your baby hemmed up on no goddamn piñata with no goddamn fake treadmill at the bottom of it. Now that's as far as it's gonna go, goddammit. We done took the baby out the goddamn stroller and hung him up on the goddamn piñata. Talking about this what the white people told her to do at home. Them ain't told you to do none of that. I done been to the physical therapy with my preemie grandbaby. I know what you supposed to be doing. Now, I don't give a what they say no more. I ain't holding my tongue no more. So if you don't like it, you might want to exit the chat. Because from now on, I'm going to turn this page into Hold That Accountable. That's what the name of this page going to be from here on out. And if you got some information or you know a good doctor or you know somebody, then you could post and tell us where we should be taking them so her fans could send her the information. Because right now, I'm not impressed with the piñata on the goddamn treadmill. Ain't this about you in here like, you should be satisfied. That's good enough. I already tried to hold John accountable, and she don't want John around her baby, okay? She don't want nobody around her baby, okay? So we can't hold her accountable that she don't want around her baby, okay? When she went out there to go to his concert and support him, did she bring that baby with her? No, she did not. Okay, so we can't hold nobody accountable if she don't want him around her baby. But if Jonathan posted the grandbaby up there like a goddamn, strung up like a goddamn piñata, I will be saying the same goddamn thing to him. You can best believe that. Baby probably ain't been to the dentist, the eye doctor, or no. Y'all on here talking about, yeah, that's a good treatment right there. I can't stand none of y'all. Oh, my mama, y'all be so up and y'all just be accepting the bare minimum like he just came out like that. At this point, baby Chrisean is everybody's baby in the universe. We should all be accountable. All of us that are watching should be accountable. Now, if I'd have seen him with the white coat on in the background, stretching his legs out, and they talking about when we gonna fix this and when we gonna fix that, and when the surgery for the foot is, and when this is and when that is, these babies be having multiple surgeries. And let's just remember, the last surgery, my son had to force that last surgery. And that was almost too late. Now, I'm not going to sit by like the rest of y'all and act like she don't need to have no type of urgency. Come on, you just want some clout. Y'all been her clout this whole time, and that ain't got her a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And don't get me started on that goddamn empty Airbnb or whatever y'all done helped her get with that bull that y'all talking about. I don't want none of that clout. No, thank you. Keep it. You was on some clout. What is the clout doing for her? Y'all ain't even sending good information. Y'all sending piñatas. Ain't now. She should be through with y'all. Whoever convinced her to do that, she should be through with you. Okay? Through. I don't give a if she had a fake white lady in the background stretching him out. I would have took that. I would have took it. But just stringing him up on the goddamn piñata so you can have somewhere for him to be bouncing around while you get on stream, no ma'am. We will not. The voice of the mothers and the people will not tolerate this bullshit. Not. We will not watch him be strung up like no piñata for you to stream all goddamn day unless the white people get on there and tell us that's what you supposed to do. And some of y'all be grandmas talking about leave her alone. Help him. How about you do that? How about you be more concerned? There ain't no more for her than we could ever. She's the most person on the planet. Okay, there's nothing else we could do to her. That's what she chose for her child. Okay, now what we can do is give her good advice and information that says, no ma'am, we will not be accepting no piñata tricks. Let us see what the people, when the people want to start the surgery, when the people want to fix the foot, when they want to do whatever they got to do. This is what they said is best for him. I mean, we didn't even see nothing happen. Y'all just took a video photo of a goddamn baby looking like a piñata on the treadmill and said that's the physical therapy we doing at home. I don't like y'all. Y'all are not real mothers. And if this was you, Callie, Blue, Dre, Jaden, I'd be on this saying the same goddamn thing. I'd be on this right now telling you the same. And one of them tried to post a picture of one of my grandkids up there like a goddamn piñata. I would say the same thing to them. Call me when the white people is over there telling us the plan. What is the long-term, short-term plan? I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. And if I don't say nothing, because I've been saying something this whole time, and yes, we made a little progress. Shout out to her for finally acknowledging that there's some therapy that's needed. But my message to her is almost 2 years ago, telling her that she could use my insurance to get the baby the physical therapy that he needs. So I'm going to be the last that settles for a goddamn piñata entrapment. Okay? I'm so sorry that y'all do not feel where I feel today. I'm sorry you don't feel the way I feel today, because it's taken 2 years and that's the bullshit you gonna give me? When I done already told you that I can put the baby on my insurance? I'm sorry, I'm not going for it. I can't. My conscience won't let me. I tried to say, oh, that's so nice. But no, that's not me. I can't be like y'all and be fake and frauds. How's she gonna use your insurance? Because all she had to do was say she lived with me under my roof, which we know she didn't have to, and I would have put her on my husband's insurance as a child in my house. Nobody wants to deal with that. I never said he was my grandchild. I never said he was my baby. He is a child. That's all that matters. I'm not saying he's not mine. I don't know what they got going on. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We talking about a child. It don't matter. This could be Santa Claus, baby. I don't care. It's an innocent child that did not ask to be brought here under these circumstances and these conditions. Therefore, we are going to get the best for him possible, or shut the fuck up. And it ain't gonna be no piñata entrapment that y'all done sent in the mail. No, ma'am. So hopefully she sees that I have not accepted that bullshit, and I want her to know I haven't accepted that bullshit, and we need to get to the next step of whatever it is we need to do. Okay? He's going on 3 years old. He should have been to the dentist. He should have been to the eye doctor. He should have been to the neuro specialist. He should have been to the physical therapy specialist. He should have an eye specialist. He should have a spine specialist. He should have almost 17 doctors. I looked it up. Okay? I don't give about that piñata book. Stop playing with me. She don't care what I think. If she didn't care what I think, she wouldn't have posted that piñata book. She care. She care what we think. You can believe that. She care what we think. Now, she might not care about the situation like we care, but she care what we think. That's what she do care. And a speech therapist. And a doctor that helps you figure out how to get him to eat the food from the spoon. Yes. And us reminding her as mothers, not these other weirdos in here. Chrisean, we not talking about you as a person, because maybe you don't know. Maybe nobody has told you, or maybe you haven't received it from somebody that really gives us about their kids. Okay? But we're here to tell you that's not it. That is not it by far. You should have been so busy with him in the last year that you couldn't do nothing else. And if you couldn't be that busy to do it, you should have let somebody else do it. And if it wasn't me, you could have let somebody else from the church. It don't matter if you ain't nothing to hide. We all seen it. We all know what it is. We all been new. And we wouldn't be this far in the game if everybody wasn't pacifying a grown woman. It don't matter about Blue. It don't matter about her. It don't matter about their relationship. There was two grown people that agreed to get into that bullshit relationship. There was two people who agreed to go back and forth knowing that he already had two kids and a baby mama he'd been with for most of his life. We all know that. Two grown people that agree if he didn't kidnap her and take her over there to that she's just as much accountable as him for being in that relationship. I don't want to hear that, but we done all had a dog up. We are not finna get arrested as a reason to go out and get drunk while they're pregnant because they can't find their baby daddy. No. That's not what us real mothers is made of. Not us mothers that been there since the day one, didn't miss no doctor's appointment, PTA meetings, practices, fights on the playground. We ain't missed. No, we're not letting you guys have that anymore. You cannot advise anymore. We're done letting you guys talk. Y'all sent that playground, told her to post that for us, and we ain't having it no more. We are not having it anymore. And I speak for all the mothers on this and the grandmammy. Because if I would have posted like that, my grandmammy would have had me, honey. She would have had me. It don't matter who claim him or don't claim him. He's a child in the world, and we watching him. And we gonna all make sure, we gonna rally together in this and make sure he get the best that they got to offer. And how we do that is by telling her, no ma'am, go back and try again. We will not be accepting the baby on the Piñata on the goddamn treadmill. From the goddamn Amazon that the fans done mailed to your house. No ma'am. Spend some of that $1 million and get this together. Because the grandmammy that you don't like and hate offered 2 years ago to put him on her insurance, offered to get it all done and handled and taken care of before he could even stand up, before he could even crawl. I'm not taking it. Get somebody else to do it. How you know what she doing him? She just posted it. Did you miss the Pinata show? How we know what she doing? Did you miss the morning Pinata? Or not? Why you over here asking us these questions? Girl, don't talk to me about no dentist. Both my kids have braces on. Please don't talk to me about no dentist. I paid for 2 kids to have braces on at the same goddamn time. Did you? No, you didn't. You left your child's teeth raggedy as... You sent your child to high school with a grill. That's what y'all did. You let y'all kids go to school with them cavities and the goddamn crooked teeth amongst all the other children. You can't even get on this live if your mom lets you go to school with your teeth up. That's how serious this is. We don't even want you on this page. If your mama exit the chat, if your mama lets you go to the schoolhouse with all the other children with your teeth crooked and dirty and nasty, just exit the chat. Exit the chat right now. We don't give a fuck about your opinion. You are not qualified to be in this conversation. You cannot help us with this child. You have no idea. Your mama let you go to high school with your teeth all nasty and trifling and crooked amongst all the other children. Exit the chat. Exit the chat if you got to get braces and you grown now. Just exit the chat. You are not qualified to help us with this dialogue. A gap too. If you a gap and you a whole female with a gap, exit the chat. Your mama didn't give up either. You can't help us with this dialogue. Your mama did not take you to the dentist. And I know when your mama took you to the dentist, that dentist said, she needs some braces. And your mama looked at that and said, I ain't got it. I ain't finna go find it. And I'm leaving. And that's what your mama did. And that's why we can't trust y'all with y'all opinion. We can't trust y'all. Because there's no way the dentist would have looked me in my face and said, your kid's teeth is rotten, they crooked, and they need braces. And I just walk out the door and say that? How? But I get it. That's y'all the clout. And that's why I don't want y'all. I don't want you. I don't want you. She don't want you. Y'all, the Medi-Cal pay for half of it. And you can't even come up with the other half. Your mama just let you walk out the dentist's office knowing that your teeth is crooked and nasty, and let you go up there to that high school and be around all them other kids. So off this page. We don't give a. Yes, the dentist tells your mama. The dentist told your mama your teeth's gonna be up if you leave them like this, and she left them like that. She didn't give a about you or your mouth. And I guarantee you that baby ain't been to the dentist yet. This where Journey get that mouth from. Journey been to the dentist. That's all I can tell you for sure. And if she get up there to that in 6th grade, I don't give a if we gotta stand on the corner and sell water, everything but some, we gonna sell it to get them goddamn braces. If Journey go to the dentist and them say we need to fix her mouth, that's what we gonna do. I don't give a if we gotta go out there and sell toilet paper on the highway or the freeway. I'll be right next to you with them oranges talking about, do you need some toilet paper? No, not your mama, your grandmama. They just left that appointment and said it. See, these are some things when y'all over here talking about, that's Jonathan mama, that's Jonathan mama. Jonathan is a grown man. Callie is a grown woman now. Whatever they choose to do with their grown life, guess what? They grown. Them people is grown. I don't give a when they graduated high school, they graduated with honors, with braces, full physically and mentally and financially sound to go to college. Whatever they choose to do with it after that, that's their business. But when they left out of my care, Jonathan ain't even getting no till he was 15 years old. So I don't know what y'all be talking about how I raised my kids, but I can tell you right now, the dentist, the doctor, the therapist, the counselors, them will tell you Karlissa did her job. And she ain't missed now appointment, now PTA meeting. She didn't miss selling none of them football badges and none of that, sold all that gave her at that schoolhouse to sell. And she helped some of them sell it too. Okay? So that's all I can tell you about that. However they turn out to be when they grow. What about Dre? Dre had the best offers. We ain't even gonna bring Dre up. Dre had the best offers and the best grades out of all 3 of the kids. Dre had the best offers. I'm gonna say it again. The best offers, the best GPA than all the kids. Let that marinate in your soul. And it wouldn't matter. I helped pay half his rent now. Okay? And when he first got out, I paid the whole thing. Let's get it together. Real mothers over here, we don't play that, we don't do that piñata over here. Okay? No, ma'am. Anything Dre don't have is because he got 16 and refused it. Trust and believe. Look behind me for what? I got my pistol right here. I'm pistol down to the socks. Play with me and find out. Then I ain't a good mama. I ain't a good mama then. Too bad, too sad. We gonna make sure y'all is good mamas. Okay? I don't give a what I am. We gonna make sure you be one. That's what we is gonna make sure. We gonna make sure you don't try to play no piñata tricks on this. That's what we is gonna do. Now what? How am I gonna get my grandparent rights? I don't even know what the real last name is. I don't got no birth certificate. I don't got no DNA test. I don't even know where she had the baby. Okay? I don't even know his real last name. What the you want me to do? I wouldn't give a if my kids wasn't thriving. They thrived their way, right? They all got high school diplomas. All 3 of them. Even the one that went to jail at 16. They all got high school diplomas. They better figure out how to thrive. And if they not, that's their own fault because I thrived with my high school diploma. I thought they got a DNA test on Zeus too. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not denying or claiming. I'm not saying either. That's 2 people that I haven't heard from on the matter. The last matter that I heard, he said it wasn't his baby. She showed up without the baby, hung out with him without the baby. So what am I supposed to think now? Because what mother goes and hangs out with him without the baby if it's his baby? I'm left just like y'all, dumbfounded. But that's not the point, because it doesn't matter whose child it is. What matters is, I hope that I'm wrong. I'm hoping she's getting all those doctors and just not sharing it with us. I really do hope that. I hope he's been to the dentist, the eye doctor. I mean, he's 3 years old. He should have gone by now correctors to correct what's going on. So I can see with common sense the things. I can see with my eyes the things that I think should be happening, and they're not happening. But if I'm wrong, and she came out and said, Miss Karlissa, my baby goes to this eye doctor. He got an appointment over here. He got an appointment over there. I know what it takes to do this. I know because I've been watching other parents trying to figure out just in case I had to step in. I know that there's so much that goes into a disabled child that's all you eat, sleep, and drink. So I haven't seen anyone eat, sleeping, and drinking, and he's getting ready to turn 3 years old. And then y'all post a contraption today that looked like a piñata setup, and it just made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable to think that a doctor would string him up like that on a treadmill and that be his therapy without even getting his foot surgery. His foot is, all the other babies that I'm looking at on all these pages that got physical issues have had multiple surgeries to fix certain issues to go to the next issue. I already said my sister wore braces on both her legs. When she was 3 years old, my sister had to walk around and with those braces on everywhere we went. First they had to break them because I guess my mama waited too long, maybe. I don't know. But they got to break them, put the cast on them. I was only 5 or 6 at the time, so I don't really remember exactly. But I know she walked on her toes and it was considered a disability. And she ended up having to get her legs fixed, refixed. And then those braces, she wore those braces, she wore special shoes, and that corrected her problem. Now, I do know that if you wait too long, it makes it harder for the child. It makes it harder for the child, and it's more painful for the child. So if you're supposed to break their little feet when they 1 year old or 2 years old, and now you done waited till the baby is 4, 5, and you got to break the feet, that has to be damning. And who does that? And that's all I'm saying. I don't even know if he got to get his feet broke. I don't know what the conditions are. I would love to know. But the mere fact that I offered physical therapy when she could have just said, Miss Karlissa, or even he sees this therapy for that therapy for that. Here go, X, Y, and Z to show you that I am at least taking care of him so you can keep your mouth shut. But no, I haven't seen any of that. All I've seen is a picture, a whole bunch of lies, first of all. I didn't even believe there was nothing wrong when I first saw him when he was 3 months old. So I too walked around disregarding everything that was said until my son pulled me to the side one day and told me everything. Otherwise, I'd be just like y'all. I got on here after seeing him at 3 months like, no, he looks totally normal. He's drinking a bottle. He's pissing. I didn't know when I was holding him that he had the issue with where he needed the surgery from the hernia. I didn't know anything. So I did. I jumped on the internet just like y'all, just like her, and I lied to y'all. But I wasn't a lie because I did not know. And I'll be honest with y'all, I did not know anything was going on until that time I saw him in the restaurant. And that was like not even a year ago, remember? And I was in utter shock. I was like, whoa. Because I'm thinking this whole time y'all doing some stuff on the internet, people doctoring the pictures. But when I saw him in the restaurant is when it really kicked in like, okay, there's something needed here because something is really going on. And I did try to put forth from that day. And as soon as I got out of the restaurant, she was online talking about I should have beat her up. And I'm just like, how can I keep trying to have for a person that's like that? How do you grow for a person that just refuses all the help? Girl, do you know how I wouldn't give a which one of y'all, even if you didn't like me, if you had something to help me for my child, I would just humble myself and say thank you and any information that you send me to help me. But for y'all to be sending a piñata contraption setup is just diabolical. And Jonathan, even though I told him Jonathan is not safe that soon to be around her, you know how she could, you know what I'm saying? And what happened? Soon as he like, nah, mom, I'm going to try to help the baby. I'm going to try to help the baby. I'm going to try to help the baby. It wasn't even 2-3 days he was out. She tried to blame a bruise on her arm that we all watched her get from trying to attack the security guards that we brought, thank God. and said Jonathan put the bruise on her arm. So now he can't go anywhere near her or her baby for fear of, without having a whole bunch of people and cameras around, for fear that she might make up a story. I'm just like, are we all watching the same thing? Because then y'all get on here and play like it's y'all baby daddy. Y'all baby daddy did not get out of jail after going to jail because you punched somebody at the club and I had to get her off you because you pregnant. And now I'm out and here we are on the first day out. I don't know what y'all want. I just don't understand. Like, are we all watching the same thing? That man tried, even on his freedom, on his first day out, against me, his dad, even Whack. Everybody tried to convince him to keep that separate until you get off probation. No, I'm gonna get the baby. I'm gonna help the baby. I'm gonna do this for the baby and do that for the baby. And we could see that could have been possible, but she wasn't even willing to let him do that with the baby at all, unless he be with her. I'll never understand. What y'all have done more damage than help. We're obviously not ever going to see eye to eye, and that's okay. But I'm going to keep making sure every single time, for the mothers and grandmothers that tell me to keep speaking up, I'm going to keep speaking up until she shows us real, serious growth. Not, I'm going to go to church and then for 6 months and then don't go no more after I get my money. Like, not that type of growth. Okay? She done ditched the church people. I ain't seen no church post since the goddamn money came through. And that's okay. You don't got to go to church. I'm not saying you got to go to church every Sunday because I don't go. But I'm not getting ready to just keep playing this game and there's a whole child. At the end, I would feel some type of way that I didn't say nothing at all. And I keep agreeing with mothers on here that get on this internet and say I drink and smoke while pregnant. If I let people like that tell me that, oh, just let it. If I was the type of person that really didn't care, do you think I would be on here? I'll just keep laughing in the background like everybody else. I'll just be over here up, not even saying anything. And don't tell me about no bullshit. That Clout ain't got her nowhere. That Clout ain't did for her. The penthouse, the acres of land, that shit, that Clout ain't did a thing but get her a Fisher Price entrapment. Okay, so don't get on there for telling us no more about that Clout. I can't even believe that y'all think that is worth nothing no more. Instagram don't pay me $1. And with whoever getting some Instagram money, let me know how to get it. Because I've been on this for 3, 4, 5 years and they ain't gave me but a couple of pennies. I am worried about, however I feel about Nevaeh or Jaden, I speaks my mind. I've always spoke my mind on them as well. I ain't never held my tongue for nobody. So where did you get that idea? Nevaeh can't stand me because I speak my mind. Jaden feels some type of way too, but I'm still gonna speak my mind. I'm not mad at her at all. I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad that she lets y'all convince her that your opinion matters. And I hope that she really starts to read these comments from a perspective of her son and pay attention to the real mothers in here that took their kids to the dentist and the doctor and helped with homework and, you know what I'm saying, did their kids' rooms and organized and did laundry. Those are the people that I'm hoping that she starts to pay and focus more attention on their concerns than the drunk that get on here talking about I drank and smoked while I was pregnant. That's what I'm really hoping, because I know there's a lot of real mothers in here that do not agree with that shit that y'all today tried to convince us of. I'm sorry. That's not good enough for us. It's not going to be good enough. It's not. And what you mean she don't with me? She's over me by posting that today. She don't with me. She's over me by posting that book today. That was like a mother who puts aluminum foil on her kids' teeth talking about these your braces. Go to school. Nevaeh did the same thing at the beginning and you don't hear and you don't talk on her. I didn't. Would y'all please inform this? Have I not said what I needed to say about Nevaeh several times? But that's still to be determined. What I got to say still got to be determined. She ain't had the baby yet. This person said baby steps. Baby steps are better than no steps. you're not certain of that, go in grace. Girl, we talking about a baby. You and them baby steps. How about that? You and them baby steps. We talking about a baby here. Okay? Then we not talking about, do we want to get braces? Do we want to have coffee for lunch? Do we want to have a salad today? We talking about a whole baby. Neuro, physical, dental, optical. We ain't got no time to be over here talking about no baby steps. Now get them on. Get your own down the road. We ain't got no more time for no baby steps. Now I done looked it up on the chat GPT, and the chat GPT say that the baby supposed to have the goddamn braces on. First, did she want us to take some baby steps? Like we gonna decide which laxative we take today. Should we get an enema or should we take a laxative? Baby steps. We need to be aggressive. Aggressive therapy. I'm gonna take some baby steps. Did I wash my today? Some baby steps. I hate them. Did you hear that? Baby steps. That's the same they said about the hernia. Take some baby steps. Now look what happened. And if Jonathan wouldn't have put that all over the internet, we would have never knew. And look how fast she got that done as soon as he showed y'all what it was. Shout out to Jonathan for making sure that the baby who was unscheduled for any type of surgery got his surgery after Jonathan brought it to the internet. Shout out to my son for that. Shout out to Blue for the hernia surgery. Because if he didn't have the balls to keep that secret, the baby wouldn't have no balls. None of this sounds sincere, girl. We didn't put him in the entrapment today. That's the only thing that don't sound sincere. Did you see me put the baby in the Piñata and strap him to a treadmill? You don't get the out of here. I'm mad because she didn't kiss him out like Jaden and Nevaeh. Neither one of them kissed my for you to know. Honey, because if they was kissing my honey, I done already made a few couple valid complaints. One being the cat over there, and they still disrespect me and dishonor what I say. And I still say what I say. Somebody bring that up to speed. Because when it comes to the kids, honey, anybody can get it. She said he still needs another one. Doesn't even have. I mean, you would think that we would have all got it. Okay, everything's handled, but we just hoping that it's handled. I don't know how it looks at this point. I don't know that it was fixed. Maybe Jonathan knows. I don't know. Jaden's son said he hate her. We don't give a if he said he hate her or not. He got his own room. He went to the dentist last month. He doing well in school, and that's all I care about. Okay? He say his prayers at night. He give his mama a kiss. He eats dinner on time. She cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him. We don't give about him saying he hate his mama. Do we look like we give up as mothers? Mothers, where are we? Do we give up about a kid saying that they hate us? Girl, because as soon as we take the goddamn PlayStation and tell them it's time to go to bed, that's what they gonna say, that they hate us. Are you a mother or not? Insurance will cover all of this. Sometimes they do, but I've been reading that sometimes Medi-Cal is a little slow on getting stuff pulled through. But for the most part, if you press them, you can get what you need done. I have tried to help her. Please don't get on here and get blocked about me not helping her. She refused all help. She refused help because she'd rather wait for y'all to send her the Fisher-Price entrapments for her to look crazy on here to us mothers. And Nevaeh laughing about this. When did she laugh about this? Did you see her page? I didn't see her laughing about this. I know she not laughing when she just said she didn't want Jaden talking about her son was homeless. I know she not laughing. I know damn well she not laughing. Why would Jonathan know? He said he's not the baby, not his baby. Well, remember when the first day when he got out and they was at the house for 3 days, I'm pretty sure he checked to see if the baby hernia was fixed or not, or how it turned out. Wouldn't you check it? After seeing that, wouldn't you check it? I'm pretty sure he checked it. He stole $500 from her and she disciplined him, and that's why he said that. Well, that makes sense. We doing this because Chrisean wanted to fight. Girl, we can't have you here. That don't make no kind of sense. We can't have you on here. Go find somebody else to talk to. Girl, they over here acting like she fought in the Olympics. We over here talking about the entrapment today because she won a boxing match with 5 people there. Leave us alone. Get somebody else to do it. No, I came out to get my coffee. We ain't been on here that long or they would have kicked us off. You have to put your foot down. I've worked with insurance for years. Yes, you have to, even with them braces. Some people they'll tell at the welfare office, they might tell some people no. If they tell you no, then you get the exams and you make payment on them braces. But don't let y'all kids go up there to that schoolhouse with their teeth all nasty and trifling and crooked, because them white people don't want to let y'all get the free dental. She's scared they're going to take him from her. She running from the doctor. Now, why would the doctor take your kid from you for trying to get the kid help? That makes no sense. Last night was sad and it broke my heart. Girl, this morning, at first I was like, oh, that looks like, something cute for fun. I listened to what they were saying, talking about this is for the physical therapy. I said, oh, hold on now. This ain't the physical therapy I've been looking forward to. Then somebody texting me that this is the physical therapy. That doctor did not tell y'all to hype him up like no piñata and put no goddamn treadmill there. That Bea did laugh at the baby. I know she ain't laughed at no baby while she pregnant. I know she ain't did that. If he's not the dad, and it was for the views, why would he check though? Wouldn't you check if you saw something like that and then you went to jail and it had surgery and you haven't seen it? Wouldn't you want to see what it looked like 2 years later? I just, some of y'all brains, it just like, it's mush in there. It just mush in there. Girl, the common sense is not common no more because our entrapment themselves, that's why they don't see the problem. And they don't even be. I am a fan. I'm a big fan of the baby. I'm a big fan of getting the baby what he needs. I love kids. Yes, I'm a big fan of the babies. I am. Of the baby y'all named the $1 billion baby. I hated that y'all put a dollar amount on the child's head before he was even born. There's a lot of things that y'all have done that I just hate. I absolutely hate a lot of things that y'all have done. All the sisters lie. The sisters Ben said that the baby was walking and they all lied to us. Girl, it's the fans that lied. I thought the fans said that. I didn't know they said that. I thought the fans said that. Lord, she said she's going outside and in-home therapy. If that's what she's doing, great. If that's what she's doing, great. I'll be the first to apologize if that's what she's doing. Everybody on here thinking they know what's going on in her life is delusional. Well, let's think about it. Everybody that have come in contact with the baby, including Bino, have all gave us the same report that my son gave. Is that true or false? Didn't Bino say there was no physical therapy going on? That he'd fall off the bed, she'll leave him off the bed. What did Bino say? Because I just want to know why Bino would lie. Because didn't Bino give us a full evaluation of the daily routines that went on, and none of it included the physical therapy for the baby? So if the physical therapy started after Bino, that's great, and we're happy about that. But we are not taking the Piñata entrapment as part of the therapy. That's all I'm saying. Now, that surgery for his hernia could be done by now. Me and my older brother had peanuts. I'm trying to read it, girl, but I can't see. We've never seen the baby eat anything, and that's where we should demand the physical therapy to start, because we all know you have to eat. So let us see the physical therapist helping him learn how to eat, and then we'll work with the Piñata, the stair climber, treadmill thing. We'll work with that. Let us show us what's going on with how the physical therapist or the neurology doctor is showing us how he gonna get his nutrition, and then we'll go from there. Because some babies just drink titty milk all the way up until they're 3 years old. So I don't think you have to eat any food. I don't think the baby has to eat food until he's like 3 years old. So she could be breastfeeding him. She could be giving him the milk that's required. So I don't think that, unless the physical therapist it skipped right over that part, but I don't see how they could. Yes, the physical therapy, they do come to your house, but not after, from what I've heard, and the specialists that are on this internet DMing me, they don't go to your house once the child turns 2 years old. I believe all your appointments are at the therapy, and then they show you what you can do at home. But you can pay out of pocket for physical therapy. If you one of them celebrities, you can pay out of pocket and have the therapy people come to your house if you really give a. Yes, you can. Yes, you can pay for extra appointments. You can get private therapy to come pull up, and they can do the therapy at your house. Yes, but under your insurance, I think you got to go there after they turn 2, unless they are just too big and immobile situation. And no telling. Now I'm gonna just speak on what I know about that, because if she was smoking, I would just say she over there doing that bull. But I was paying attention when she had me on FaceTime with her doctor, and I asked the doctor. She asked questions, and she was shocked by the question I asked. And I said, "Well, is there any chance that she's drinking and smoking while she's pregnant?" And the doctor said that he didn't. That none of her urine samples came back with no type of drinking or alcohol. So I, as far as I know, she's not. And I asked that question strictly because of the first situation. So I did ask. She was not prepared for me to ask, but I did ask. That's how I knew she wasn't supposed to be having none of that fornication while she was pregnant, because her placenta wasn't in the right area that it was supposed to be. So I be asking the right questions when they get me on the phone. She was not ready for that, but I was. How do y'all see severely malnourished? I didn't see him. He looks big and tall to me. I don't see where you see severely malnourished at. I'll go back and look, but I didn't see that the baby was severely malnourished. Well, the sister did say he don't eat food. So some of this stuff that's being said is being said from people that doesn't watch the baby and talk to the people and know what's going on. And the sister did say that the baby was not eating. What can anyone do to help? Okay, good question. Let's pin that. This is a great question. But now this is where y'all should start recording at. That's a great question. She said, what can any of us do to help? We can start telling her, inboxing her. I don't care if you get it from Chat GPT, little things that encourage her to go to this specialist, or this is what I've seen, or this is what he should be doing, to get her to understand that this little funny bullshit that her fans be putting her up to doing and lying, that it's not necessary. Everything that you did, we all watched it, so you can't be at this point. But this is what you could do to help. As a mother, you can always encourage her, like, well, I don't think you should do it like this. I think you should do it like that. The getting on here and supporting all the lies. Oh, he is walking. Oh, he is doing this. Oh, she do got a penthouse. Those are things that help her with the delusion. Because in her mind, she like, okay, good, I got them. I can wait 6 more months before I do X, Y, and Z. Or I don't really got to work as hard because the fans accepted what I gave them. And this is how we got this far. But if we as mothers start saying, when she posts him, like, well, Chrisean, maybe you should do it like this, or this is the doctor that I use, or this is that's how you help. You don't help by saying, okay, good job, girl, when you know that's not a good job. All the fake is what's leading it, stretching it out, because you make a person in their delusion think that this is okay to say, oh, he's walking, he's running, he's playing football, he's this, he's that. You can't, just like when y'all be telling me, oh, well, Blue, you need to hold Blue accountable. If you knew the things that I said to that, you would know why we don't have a good relationship, why we don't talk that often. It's not, me and Blue's relationship isn't like this because of y'all. This because I don't let him get over on no bullshit. Whether it be towards Nevaeh or Jaden, now I can't tell no grown man if these want to give you some and they want to have a baby by you, that's their own fault. Okay, I can't fix that part. There's nothing I can do about that. If they coming like that, there's nothing I can do. But I do tell him, yeah, you might not want to have kids with all these people that's not doing their motherly duties, because your child gonna be affected by it, and then you're gonna be stuck trying to fix this child. I do tell him up front the things that's gonna come out later, just like I'm telling y'all what y'all could tell her. You know, we've kind of delayed everything for like 3 years now. We don't want to see no more of that fake bullshit. We want to see the real. That's how you help. Okay? All of them little snidbits of like the bullshit, that's the loot, and it's what's prolonged everything. But if y'all would have did like my son told y'all to do from the jump, when the first surgery was necessary, guess how far we would be right now. But y'all waited until he posts the baby's hernia for y'all to go, oh my God, how do we fix that? Let's do something. Y'all waited until he told y'all that before y'all believed that was real. And she got on here and called him all kinds of names and then turned around 2 days later and scheduled the surgery. That's how you help. You don't run the person off that's trying to help the child because they exposed the mother. Like, all this time, I just feel like y'all have wasted so much. But we have a young lady right here saying, making common sense on all the sides. Her side, my side, his side, everybody's side. What can we do to help? That's the only question that we should have all been asking this whole time. What can we do to help? Prayers are always great. But prayers, faith without works is dead. So if you just sitting over there talking about you praying, but then jumping on the blogs talking about, oh, that looks like a fun, a fun physical therapy she's doing at home, instead of saying, girl, we need to see him at the dentist. We need to see him at the eye doctor. We need to see him at the real physical therapy. We need to see him being stretched out. We need to see him getting the braces on his ankles, the surgery on his feet. We need to see the real shit. That's how you help. The same way my son put it all out there and he could have just been begging her to get it fixed, get it fixed, get it fixed. No, as soon as he showed y'all the real, boom, it was done. And that's how you help. But he don't get no credit for that. That baby would still not have no Peter down there if he wouldn't have did that. And he don't get no credit at all for that. Because do you know the balls that it took to do that? Do you know the balls that it took to do that? Then he flew out there thinking she gonna have the surgery, and then it wasn't no surgery. Like, y'all, that's how you help. That's how you help, just like that. Stop doing that, pointing the fingers and that delusion, and be a real mother and treat the issue like you would treat yours. Now, I know some of y'all just smoking. He don't need the surgery. He can leave it like that. I'm not talking about the you mothers. I'm talking about the mothers of the internet, the real mothers. She says she needs to go right to Kennedy Kroger in Baltimore. People came from all over the world. It's a one-stop shop. There you go. You see more information? There you go. That's how you help. This is how you generate help. We ain't got to get in here and make up no lies. We ain't got to do all of that. This is how you help. That's how you help. Now, somebody screenshot that and give her that, and that's how you help. That's how you help right there. Yeah, the book author probably could have really helped her, but she doesn't know when to take she doesn't know when somebody is being, I don't know what that was to the lady that sent her the book. But that lady definitely had the power to direct her the resources, and instead of doing that to the lady that had autism book, it's y'all. My son is trash. He might be a little trash, but I mean, how, is that affecting anybody else? Grown people is signing up to do what they doing. So whether he trash or not is not fixing to help this baby. Stay on topic and stay on track. Jonathan has helped raise stepkids now. He done went on down the road. He over there helping out stepkids now. When did we bash the baby? Where did you see that we bashed the baby? That right there is called, what's it called, y'all? What's she doing? Deflecting. Where did anyone on here bash the baby? Where did you see that at? That's deflecting because you don't want to help the baby. Where? How are you protecting him? How are you helping him? Girl, get the phone out of here. She ain't bashing no baby. What the f y'all talking about? They like to deflect. Deflect and defer. Then they gonna get on here and say he playing football, he running, he walking, he talking. Them the same that like to lie, deflect, and defer. You just gotta act like you don't see them or block them. None of these posts that I've pinned, and not one person has said anything bad. They even now good information, but you're not fixing to send this information to her. She needs to be with dad. Go to court. She not listening to nobody, and definitely I'm not her friend. That's a lie. Because when I told her not to smoke and not to drink, her fans told her to do that and to continue, and she did. So that's not true. She listens to them. And none of us believe none of them lies she was telling, and we just let her tell them. But when it comes to the baby, we cannot just sit here and just let her make up stories and get away with that. That's not okay. You seen Stunner Girl got locked up. We did see that, but I'm pretty sure she got that couple of dollars of bail money. All right, y'all. My lunch break is over. I got to get back to work, but there's nothing wrong. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with holding somebody truly accountable that can make a big difference in how, if y'all let her think that it's okay to post them entrapments for the next 6 months, that puts him further and further behind. I know for a fact that I know what's really going on, and she knows that I know. I know you know I know. And that's her business. But I'm not finna just let it go. I know what you should have done, what should have been done. I know you know I know. But that's okay. That you don't, you know what I'm saying? You got to do it in your own timing, and it's your child. You do it how you want to do it. But we not fixing to sit here and act. But I know you know I know what you should have done by now. And you know too. And your family knows too. And we all know that what you are delaying and how you're handling things have not been like any mother, not any real mother has advised you to do. And you do that, you do these things to protect your image because you know what you did. But you know what? It's done now. And the longer you wait, the more he suffers. And the more your delusional fans do nothing to help you. So that's where we'll end today's session. We'll pick up tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that until we start to see real solid help for him, helping him learn to eat. Help. Is he going on 3? If he needs, he should be wearing. Whatever the case is, we are going to hold you accountable. We're going to pin good comments like this lady did right here and get you the best therapy that people know about. So if you out there where she at and you got a child in different situation or similar situation and you got something to tell us, you could leave it here and we sure she'll get it. We sure she'll get the information that she needs instead of all these fake people playing all these fake games like they really give her. Because whether I give her or not, guess what? She's going to get some valuable information out of this. She's not going to get an old granny that's like, girl, you doing good, and laughing like the rest of you, because that's not helping. Because I can guarantee you on my mama and my daddy that if Jonathan had that baby, he would have been over there doing a physical therapy 3 times a year. He wouldn't have took no tour date or none of that book. He would not be out on tour right now if he had that baby taking care of his needs and his appointments and getting the extra aggressive therapy that he needs, surgeries, whatever. I can put that on my mama and my daddy if Jonathan had that baby, that he would be so aggressive with the care that he needs that y'all would see every step of the way what he would be doing, and it would not be delayed or neglected. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and exit the chat because I know for sure you know I know.
All right. So we heard what Karlissa had to say. Guys, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's been a long day. So good night, everyone. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.